Have you ever sat silently in the middle of the night staring at the clock as it hits exactly 2 to 3 in the morning and wondered, when will I ever get a full night's sleep again? If you are over 60 years old and every night feels like a battle just to sleep through, then this video is made for you. Chronic insomnia not only drains your energy, but it is also a silent culprit behind a wide range of dangerous conditions, including memory decline, depression, and even a higher risk of stroke. Sadly, most older adults turn to sleeping pills, even though they know that the longer they take them, the more distorted and shallow their sleep becomes, not to mention the growing dependence. But here is the amazing thing: you do not have to live with insomnia. Today I'm going to reveal to you a simple but incredibly effective method that is backed by both modern medicine and traditional healing practices. With just 3 pressure points that are easy to locate on your body, you can help your system reset its natural deep sleep rhythm, fully relax and sleep straight through the night without waking up in the middle. You do not need any expensive devices or medications. Just spend a few minutes each evening, follow the instructions carefully, and the results might truly surprise you. Before we get started, leave a comment down below with a positive affirmation as your personal commitment. For example, I deserve to sleep well and feel healthy every night, or share any intention you are aiming for. And remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss other helpful content like this. Let's build a joyful, healthy, and energized community of seniors together. So why does sleep become so fragile after a certain age? Why do people who used to sleep like a baby suddenly become reluctant night owls? The answer lies in the quiet changes happening inside the body, changes most of us never notice. After the age of 60, the body enters a phase of slower metabolism. One of the most important yet often overlooked changes is the decrease in melatonin production, the natural hormone that regulates sleep. When melatonin levels drop, the body loses its ability to sense the time to rest, signal leading to restlessness, difficulty falling asleep, and waking up too early. At the same time, the central nervous system becomes more sensitive and less adaptable. Even mild stress, soft sounds, or dim lighting can wake up older adults, and once awake, it becomes difficult to fall back asleep. The blood vessels in the brain may constrict, and poor circulation means the brain does not receive enough oxygen evenly. This results in feelings of grogginess, haziness, and sleep that is light and unrefreshing. In addition, over time, the neck, shoulders, and upper back often become tense due to poor posture, lack of physical activity, or age-related joint degeneration. The dull aches or tightness in this area may seem harmless, but they silently prevent the body from reaching a deeply relaxed state, a key condition for quality sleep. That is why in traditional wellness practices, people do not just look at insomnia as a single symptom, they consider the entire state of the body. Eastern medicine refers to this as qi and blood stagnation. The mind is unsettled. It means that the energy flow in the body is blocked, the blood circulation is disrupted. The mind becomes restless, and the body cannot settle down, making it hard to fall asleep. And this is where a very special concept comes into play, something that traditional medicine has studied and applied for thousands of years: acupressure points. Our body is not just made of bones, blood, and nerves, it also contains an invisible network of life energy. Within this network are points known as acupressure points, places where blood vessels, nerves, and energy lines intersect. When one of these points becomes blocked, we may feel tension, discomfort, or insomnia. But when stimulated properly, these points open up the energy and blood begin to circulate. The nervous system relaxes and sleep comes naturally, as gently as breathing. The great thing is, you do not need to be an expert to apply this method. Just a few minutes each evening using the simple movements I am about to guide you through, you will learn how to awaken the body's natural healing power, starting with 3 pressure points that are easy to find, easy to press, and incredibly effective. Number 1. The temples on both sides of the head. The temples, that small hollow area between the outer corner of your eyes and your hairline, are not just where emotions and nerves intersect. They also house many optic nerves and blood vessels that nourish the brain. When you are stressed, this area often tenses up unconsciously, creating a heavy sensation in the head, tired eyes, and a restless mind. And if the temples are not relaxed, the brain has a hard time shutting down and entering a deep rest state. Now find a quiet space, dim the lights, and place your hands on both sides of your head. Using your index and middle fingers on both hands, gently rest them on your temples. No need to press hard, just enough to feel the skin and the pulse beneath. Move your fingers in slow clockwise circles 3 times as if you were drawing gentle spirals on still water. You will start to notice a subtle shift. A warm sensation from your fingertips begins to flow in, and the heaviness in your head starts to fade like morning fog. This is blood flowing back to the frontal brain area, relieving pressure and activating the self-regulating function of the central nervous system. Next, use your fingertips to lightly stroke along your hairline from your temples down to your ears. This movement is like releasing a valve, allowing pent-up energy in the head to flow out. Repeat this 3 times, and with each stroke, imagine you are brushing away layers of fatigue and random thoughts that built up throughout the day. This is not just a massage, it is a body-mind connection. You are sending a message to your brain that says, it is time to rest. Everything is okay now. If you often struggle to sleep because your mind cannot stop racing or from lingering head and neck tension, the temples are the first place to care for. Gently massaging this area before bedtime helps reduce intracranial pressure, dilate the brain's capillaries, and create the ideal conditions for the brain to shift into slow wave activity, the state associated with deep sleep. To enhance the effect, you can apply a drop of relaxing essential oil like lavender or eucalyptus onto your fingertips before starting. The soft aroma combined with the circular motion will create a soothing effect that flows from your head through the entire nervous system. And remember, throughout the process, there is no wrong movement as long as you do it with presence and care for yourself. You might be surprised how just a few minutes each night can quiet your mind, soften your facial muscles, and awaken your body's natural ability to rest deeply. Number 2, the area between the eyebrows. After releasing tension from the temples, the next pressure point to focus on is the area between your eyebrows, where intellect meets intuition, where thoughts meet feelings. Though small, this spot has a powerful influence on the central nervous system, especially for those who frequently furrow their brows, worry excessively, or suffer from eye strain after hours of screen time. This is one of the acupressure points highly valued in traditional medicine for its calming effects, soothing the mind and balancing energy and circulation in the head and face. When activated correctly, it can feel as if a fog is lifting from your brain and a gentle sense of calm spreads through your whole body, preparing you for restful, uninterrupted sleep. Start by locating the spot gently. Use your thumb and index finger, whichever hand feels more natural, and place the fingertips at the point where your eyebrows meet just above the bridge of your nose. Press lightly, not hard, just enough to feel a warm pressure like holding a small stone beneath your skin. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds. While holding, feel free to close your eyes and bring your focus back to your breath. With each press, imagine you are putting down a thought, a burden, or something that has been weighing on your mind. Repeat this 5 to 7 times, each one slow and gentle without rushing or forcing anything. Let every movement happen with calm awareness. You may begin to feel your forehead lighten, your eyelids soften, and a cooling sensation drift through your thoughts like a breeze across your mind. On the final round, after holding the point for a few seconds, begin to gently sweep along your eyebrows, from the inner corners out toward the ends of your eyes. This not only relaxes your eyes, but also guides the newly released energy back to the temples where you started earlier. When you reach the temples, pause again for 3 seconds, allowing the relaxation to settle fully. This exercise is especially helpful for those who often experience eye fatigue, spend long hours in front of screens, or live in a state of chronic stress and anxiety. That space between the eyebrows is where we tend to hold unspoken worries and unnamed fears. And through this simple movement, you are sending a clear message: I choose to let go. I choose peace. To increase the effect, you can do this while sitting or lying down with soft lighting and a quiet space where you can hear your own heartbeat. Playing gentle sounds like a flowing stream or meditation music can also help your mind drift into a deeper state of tranquility. Number 3, the back of the neck. Once you have calmed the forehead and temples, the places where thoughts and worries often reside, it is time to turn to the back of the neck, the bridge between your brain and your body. This is not just a physical region, but also a storage space for invisible pressures, responsibilities not yet released, emotional burdens left unspoken. In traditional medicine, the pressure point at the back of the neck is known as feng qi, one of the most important spots for regulating the flow of energy and circulation in the head and neck. When this area is blocked, energy flow to the brain is restricted, often resulting in restless sleep, vivid dreams, waking up in the middle of the night, or even feeling exhausted despite having slept enough hours. The point is quite easy to find. Gently place your hands behind your neck and feel for 2 soft hollows on either side of your upper spine just below the skull. If you have ever felt a deep, dull ache in that spot after a long day, that is your body signaling that feng qi needs to be released. Start by placing both thumbs firmly into those hollows. Press gently with moderate pressure and hold for about 3 seconds. It is best to do this while sitting or lying in a comfortable position, with your head slightly tilted forward so your neck muscles can relax. Let your thumbs feel like warm water seeping into tight muscles, reawakening the natural flow that has been blocked. After holding the pressure, begin to make gentle circular motions 5 times. You might feel a release in a certain spot, a pleasant sensation like an invisible knot being untied. Remember, do not rotate too quickly or too forcefully. What matters most is patience, slowness, and focus on every small movement. After the circular motions, gently slide your thumbs downward along the neck muscles toward your shoulders. This helps guide the energy and blood flow from the head down through the body, preventing it from becoming trapped, one of the reasons your mind may feel spinning even while lying down. Repeat the downward motion 3 to 5 times while breathing deeply, each exhale releasing another layer of tension. What makes the feng qi point special is that its effect is not only physical but also emotional. When the neck muscles soften, the brain naturally receives a signal of safety, like someone placing a hand on your shoulder and saying, "You can rest now." For those who suffer from neck tension headaches that rise to the top of the head, or difficulty falling asleep, this is the pressure point you should care for every night. One tip to enhance the effect is to apply a warm towel to the back of the neck for about 2 minutes before massaging. The warmth softens the muscle tissue, increases the sensitivity of the point, and helps your hands better listen to your body. During the process, you can play soft music or simply keep the space silent enough to hear your own breath and heartbeat. Even if you massage the right way every night, just a few small habits before bed can quietly sabotage your deep sleep. Here are 3 common mistakes you need to avoid so your body can truly rest and recover. The first habit to avoid is drinking water too late. Staying hydrated during the day is important, but if you drink too much water after 8 sunras in the evening, especially close to bedtime, chances are you will have to wake up during the night to use the bathroom. The problem is not just the interruption itself, it is the hidden awakening that follows meaning. Even if you return to bed, your brain may not be able to re-enter deep sleep as before. Just one awakening during the night is enough to break the deep sleep cycle, which is the most critical phase for memory restoration, energy replenishment, and immune repair. The second habit is scrolling on your phone or watching screens after 9 hours in the evening. Blue light emitted from phones, tablets, or TVs can strongly suppress the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone. Even if you do not feel it right away, blue light is quietly sending the wrong message to your brain that it is still daytime, disrupting your internal clock. As a result, you may lose that natural drowsiness or fall asleep only to wake up easily and feel tired the next morning. If possible, put your phone down at least 60 minutes before bedtime. Instead, read a few pages of a printed book, listen to soft music, or simply sit quietly in the dark. Your body will recognize the signal that it is time to rest. The third habit is keeping your nightlight too bright. Many people, especially older adults, feel more secure sleeping with a light on. However, even a small nightlight that is too bright can prevent the pineal gland in your brain from releasing enough melatonin. Light tricks your body into thinking it is still daytime and keeps part of your brain alert. As a result, you sleep but do not rest deeply. You may dream a lot or wake up often. If you need a nightlight for safety, reasons: choose one with warm yellow tones, low wattage, and place it out of your direct line of sight. Ideally, your bedroom should be completely dark to activate the body's most natural healing processes. Caring for your sleep is not just about getting enough hours, it is about creating the right environment, the right routine, and the right emotion that allows your body to truly enter recovery mode. And every little action in the evening, from a late glass of water, a last text message, to a bright bulb, can make a difference. Once you eliminate those habits that interfere with sleep, your body will find it much easier to relax. But to truly guide your body, mind, and soul into peaceful rest, there is one more essential factor that many people forget: evening nutrition. Not all foods are good for sleep. Some contain special compounds like tryptophan, a natural precursor that helps your body produce melatonin and can help you sleep deeper and more soundly. But on the other hand, eating too much or eating at the wrong time can turn your stomach into the very thing that wakes you up unexpectedly in the middle of the night. If you are looking for a light dinner that also supports nervous system relaxation, try a warm bowl of oatmeal. Oats are easy to digest and contain both tryptophan and fiber to help regulate blood sugar, an important factor in preventing you from waking up due to hunger or low blood sugar at night. A ripe banana about 1 hour before bed is also an excellent choice. Bananas are rich in potassium and magnesium, two minerals that help naturally relax muscles and calm the nerves. That is why people who often suffer from nighttime leg cramps or shoulder and neck tension should consider adding bananas to their light dinner. If you need a snack or just something to nibble on after dinner, go for a few almonds. Almonds contain healthy fats, magnesium, and protein that help stabilize blood sugar levels throughout the night. And instead of green tea or coffee, choose caffeine-free chamomile tea. The gentle aroma of chamomile acts like a lullaby for the nervous system, guiding you into sleep without even trying. However, one important reminder: avoid eating too much or too close to bedtime. When your stomach has to work while you are lying down, it increases the risk of acid reflux, bloating, burping, and insomnia. Finish your dinner at least 2 hours before going to bed. That is one of the best gifts you can give your digestive system. In addition to nutrition, your sleep posture also plays a critical role, though few people think about it. For older adults, the spine and joints are no longer as flexible as they once were. If you sleep in the wrong position, you may not notice it immediately, but you could wake up feeling sore, tired, or worse, experiencing sleep apnea during the night. The ideal sleeping position is lying on your left side, with a thin pillow under your head and another pillow placed between your knees. This position reduces pressure on the spine, improves blood flow, and helps prevent acid reflux. Absolutely avoid sleeping on your stomach. It can cause neck pain, restrict breathing, and place unnecessary pressure on the heart and lungs. One simple but incredibly effective way to improve your sleep quality day by day is to start keeping a sleep journal. Each morning, when you wake up, jot down a few notes. What time did you fall asleep? How many times did you wake up? What time did you wake for good? And how did you feel overall after sleeping? Do this for just 7 days, and you will begin to notice clear patterns, helping you understand your own habits more deeply and adjust them more easily than relying on vague memory. And finally, always remember, insomnia does not always come from the body. Sometimes it comes from emotions, from a nameless emptiness, a quiet ache of longing, or simply the loneliness that grows as the night sets in. Older adults often silently carry those feelings, but sometimes a phone call to your children, a friendly greeting from a neighbor, or just a few minutes of chatting can be a more gentle and powerful sleeping pill than any medicine. And you truly deserve all of that.